There's nothing to be said about.
Bro, look at the size of his hand. Look at his face. Bro. Bro, I'm not like laughing at the guy as a person, but I'm laughing at the idea of all of this. I'm laughing at the idea because I just find it ridiculous. Like people are like in this trance or in this loop. People in this trance or loop that is just not making sense. It's just not making sense at all.
There is
Yeah.
something to be said.
Don't you think that is just a little bit too far, Clav? Injuring yourself to try to make yourself look better.
Injuring yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about microfractures. So it doesn't even have any risk really if done properly, right? If you're properly bracing your head.
Bro, what are you saying, bro? Bracing your head for what? To smash your face? Microfractures? Like, here's the thing. When you work out, you've got these micro tears in your muscles. That's how you build muscle. And you recover. That's a recovery and growth. So I understand what he's saying. But the microfractures in his face that he's talking about, doing it properly, there is a reason for starters. Uh, People hire personal trainers to work out in the gym or hire coaches. Is because those people, even though we know about like, okay, working out, okay, you've got micro tears in your muscles. Like, yes, we understand that biology behind the scenes, right? But you usually have a personal trainer or trainer, someone that's helping you and assisting you, someone who's guiding you through that process. With this Looksmaxxing, just people telling people like smash your bones, just microfractures in your bones, and then you can grow a better jawline, better facial features. You're telling young men, you're telling teenagers. No one's into this. Majority of people don't consider this like the thing to do to look better. And you're trying to make this a mainstream thing, telling young people to go ahead and do this. Make it make sense. Like, sure, maybe you've got a course, a program that you're selling. That makes sense if you're trying to do that and teach them to do this stuff. From a business standpoint, I see where your motive and your incentive is to push this. But are you not concerned? But the younger guys, the kid that just might not even understand what is going on, he might try to do it on his own in his bathroom and doesn't understand how to measure his force. Because even when you talk about combat sports, people have to train how much pressure to apply when they're doing any sort of combat, especially sparring. They have to measure themselves. They have to train how to do that. Even a surgeon was like, yo, this is too far. He's like, this is too far. She's not signing up for that. She's distancing herself from it. That says a lot. A trained professional saying like, no. Yeah, this is the problem sometimes. Like I've been through it. Like I'm speaking about this as someone who's also been a teenager, someone who's grown and gone through the same experiences that you're going through. Bear in mind, social media wasn't as big, but I was starting to get exposed to a lot of these influences. Like I grew up in the time of like Simeon Panda and Ulysses, right? And Arnold was one of my favorite too. I had his books. I watched his videos, his movies. Arnold was my Schwarzenegger. He was my guy, and inspired me a lot. And yeah, the other guys like Instagram when it first started popping off, it was like yeah, Simeon, a couple other guys. Maybe if I like remember their names, I think there was yeah, yeah, like you have the Mike Mensa, you have Franco, all of those guys. So and then obviously like Ronnie, like I didn't really tap into like the Olympia bodybuilding guys as much because I was just like, okay, these are steroids. This is not health. This is not about fitness anymore. This is completely different. So the point that I'm making is that there are people that are young, that are listening, that you're influencing, that might smash their heads, that might smack their eyes, and might lose their eyes just because they're listening to this advice. And it does the exact opposite. So this is the part that you have to think about what is your responsibility? Because part of being a man, being an alpha man is leading people. Because I know you want to be alpha. You want to be that nonchalant guy who doesn't really care, who's like, yeah, I don't care. No, bro, you're doing too much. And the thing is, girls usually can tell when a guy is doing too much.
And you're not a complete imbecile, it's really not that high risk.
I ask you that though because the people who will watch you and emulate that aren't exactly medical experts and they wouldn't be doing it under any intense supervision. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's
I was just saying, like,
dangerous to be
So you
suggesting
have to go to
people
school
do
for
that.
10 years to bone smash? I mean, should people have to be medical experts to participate in combat sports, in high school football? So if you want to just call things out for being dangerous, how about you?
he's not understanding what he's saying, right? Does he know that like people who are actually like coaches and stuff, they have to get certified. They have to go through the training. Like, oh yeah. Guys, don't trust everything that you just hear and see on the internet. Don't.
You call out, the risk of getting CTE from head trauma in football games. Or wrestling matches. Like this is so dangerous, really? I mean, who are we kidding here? This is ridiculous.
So, uh, let me see if I have this analogy right. These are sports, these are professional domains that he's comparing Looksmaxxing and bone smashing to. And clearly, like health experts say, they frown upon this. They frown upon like the Looksmaxxing, right? So, bone smashing, to be more specific. So, like this whole thing that he's giving this idea that these sports are also dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous, but they're also controlled, they're regulated to some degree. It's like saying, oh, yeah, like don't build houses because it's too dangerous. I get that idea. But the people that are building houses are also certified to take that risk. The risk exists, yes, you're right. But there is still a process to get that done. And that is what he's pointing out. The journalist, that's what he's pointing out. So don't miss that point because that is what he's pointing out.
Do you still do it?
Yeah.
How often?
Sorry?
How often do you do that?
I would say a little bit more infrequently now, but
Why?
it's generally harder to cover up the swelling as much with the amount of on-camera appearance that I have and with how
No, it doesn't even look bad. Like, bro doesn't even look bad. He doesn't look bad.
close it gets. So maybe not as frequently, but if I want to just hypertrophy my my cheekbones a little bit, I'll get a pump and cover it with some concealer.
See, I listen to that and feel like they can't possibly.
That's crazy. Like, hypertrophy on the cheeks. No, just get into a fight and just finish this thing. Just get into a fight. Just go and fight with someone. Get over and done with it, and you'll be set. You'll be done. Right? Like, come on. Oh my goodness.
The pain and the hassle.
The pain,
Yeah,
a bone smashing,
sounds pretty painful. Admittedly, I've never done
really,
it.
really. Well, it's really not like. Do you think that bone smashing is taking a hammer full fledged and just whacking yourself in the face? Because it's not what it is at all.
You must be causing some pain and damage though if your face is swelling, Clive.
Gotcha. Like the way that the guy is like so composed. Is composed. He's like, yo, but it's not like because part of it, like people think, I don't know. I don't know if this is like just a thing like on the internet where people sort of see people in like one dimension, right? They think like, okay, because he's a journalist, maybe he doesn't understand certain things, right? And what you find that is people are quite diverse. People have very diverse skills and very diverse knowledge bases where people you don't know someone's history, like what they studied in school, what jobs they've had in the past, or what jobs they actually hold, or what knowledge they have, and what they're into. So this guy is clearly composed. He's tracking where he's going, right? And he's ready for the guy. He's ready for him.
Hmm. Well, that's the intention, to create microfractures so the bone grows back stronger.
So again, I mean, I listen to that, and I'm not
But
trying
there's
to.
a
I'm not trying to pick a
exception.
fight. I'm not trying to pick a fight with
Alright.
it at all. But I'm
It's
curious.
so